Hello, hello. Hello po sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon, everybody, and we are live. Hello po sa inyong lahat. It's me, David, and it's a wonderful afternoon today. Nandito po ako sa may... Actually, mahangin po. Pasensya na. I'm here outside, and actually, I just finished work, and now I'm walking towards the station. So, yung po kasing work ko, and papunta sa station is a long walk. So I decided to take these chances to enter my day two of the Go Run Success Go Run Success challenge. So it's actually day two today, and I'm really happy right now. I wanted to share my walk towards the station. As you can see, nandito po, yung school ko po nandun, and nasa Aoyama po ako, and I am walking towards Shibuya. If you guys know, Shibuya is one of the most busiest street sa Japan. It's the pinaka-busy na street sa Japan. And I'm actually going there right now. Samahan niyo ako maglakad and pasukin itong day 2 challenge ng ating Go Run Success Challenge. Again, the intention of this challenge is to share stuff regarding us, regarding me, and document this journey on becoming a successful digital business owner. So today our topic is sinulat ko para hindi siya makalimutan. Day 2 is share your background and what inspired you in this journey. So yeah, as you can see, it's David. I am kalahati po ng owner ng page na to, and I am just turned 36 years old. I don't know if you guys can hear, but it's really windy outside. It's a beautiful weather. We are here in the heart of Shibuya. I-share ko po muna. Tignan niyo po yung tsura. We are in Shibuya, and I'm walking papunta sa station. We are here walking, and patawid ako. So yeah, our topic for today is share your background. Hi ma, my mom is watching. So my background, I'm 36 years old, and for you, para sa mga hindi nakakaalam, ako po ay isang registered nurse sa Pilipinas. So I passed the board exam 2009, and then I became a nurse. But back then, back in 2009, sobrang daming yung demand po ng nurse, yung demand ng nurse sa Pilipinas is really high. And when back then in that year, sobrang daming nurses. Sobrang daming nurses na nag-graduate and there's literally no jobs. I mean, merong mga trabaho if you want to be a nurse, but it's not that many. So what happened is, nung time ko, nung naging nurse ako, merong mga hospital na ang ginagawa nila is you have to pay them. You have to pay the hospital for you to be able to work. So I really wanted to try and become a nurse. Kasi pinag-aralan ko siya, I passed the board exam, and it's really hard to pass a board exam. Nung time na nag-exam ako, if I remember correctly, yung batch ko is 39% or 38% lang ang passing rate. It's really hard. And that's also one of my achievements. And I passed the board exam, and yun, nung napass ko yung board exam, the next hurdle is to find a job. So, susuot ko lang po muna yung shades ko kasi uh, masyadong maaraw. And just to share, since naglalakad ako, this is the Google building. It's the Google building over there. Masyado lang maaraw, pero that's the Google. Napakagandang building po niyan. Thank you guys for watching my mom. My mom is watching ma and Kashiram Bind. Thank you for watching. So yeah, Just going back, I really wanted to be a nurse. So nag-end up is we paid Lung Center of the Philippines for me to be able to work there. And then, yeah, so na-experience ko kung paano maging nurse. Na-experience ko kung paano ko galing ang mga nurses sa Pilipinas. Sobrang daming pasyente is like, tas isa lang yung nurse na available. So there's like 8 patients to 1, 10 patients to 1. Ganun yung mga naging experience ko eh. Tas doon ko talaga nakita na maraming magagaling na nurses, pero walang chance to show their skills. And I'm one of that. So yeah, so I tried that. That's my background. I'm a nurse in the Philippines. And then after that, I wanted to earn money because I was fresh graduate, fresh from the board exam. I wanted to be a nurse, but the thing is, hindi ko susweldoan. So, ang naging opportunity ko noon, nag-shift ako from nurse, I became a med rep. So med rep is medical representative. So I sell drugs. So yeah, I actually yung part ng life ko when I became a med rep is one of the most fun part of my life. Kasi ayun yung time na tumira ako sa malayo, as in umalis ako sa bahay namin. Nadestino ako sa Laguna. So sa Laguna, I want to say thank you pala sa uncle ko, Uncle Joel. Thank you for making me stay there. Uh, and Tita Arlene, Justin, and Adam, thank you for that amazing year. So going back, I went to Laguna. Ayun, isa sa mga nag-enjoy ako kasi, ayun yung pinaka nakakatakot na move na ginawa ko so far nung time na yun. So I lived away and I became a medrep. Eh pagka medrep ka, I have no idea how medrep is. Paano ba maging medrep. So, hindi ko alam na pag medrep ko pala, kailangan ko makipag-usap. So, I learned how to build relationship first of all. I've met a lot of doctors. Sobrang dami kong nakausap na doctor. And I became friends with doctors. And doon ko actually parang I I became comfortable at first talking to other people kasi ako, looking back, I'm not really well, pag hindi kita kilala, hindi kita kakausapin. I'm a person like that. So being a medrev made me break that because I have to talk. I have to connect with people. I have to ask kung ano ba ang tama, ano ba mali. So it's really nice na natutunan ko makipag-communicate plus pag nakikipag when you're talking with doctors hindi ka pwede magmagaling. So also I learned how to listen. Natuto ako makinig kung ano yung mga mind nila, kung ano yung mga gusto nilang mangyari, and also it's all parang tinuluan akong maging sociable. So that's the thing that I liked about being a med rep is from zero from 0 pesos na binibigay na negosyo ng Laguna, somehow I made like a good business there. I established like a good relationship with the doctors there, and I was there. So I just hope na hanggang ngayon wala na kasi akong wala na slow connection. I hope that you guys can hear me. I have no connection anymore. Kung ano man ang itsura ng iniwan kong negosyo doon, pero that's one of the best experiences of my life when I was became a med ed. Shout out sa mga naging kaibigan ko sa Laguna. Hindi lang sa Laguna, sa Cavite and Batangas. I really enjoyed being a med rep nung time na yun. So after becoming a med rep, I got an opportunity to go here. There's my wife, she told me let's try to go to Japan. And then now I'm here. I am now on my 8th year in Japan, and like it's actually Japan is just a beautiful country. Nag-travel kami ni We went to a lot of places together. and we went to a lot of like good European places sa iba't ibang bansa. And when we are traveling, we parang ginawa namin ay we try to compare Japan kung saan kami nakatira. And nothing ever compares to Japan. It's just my opinion. I'm not telling this country is perfect, but I fell in love. I fell in love here in Japan, so we decided to stay. Andito na pala tayo sa Shibuya. Share ko lang. Commercial break muna. This is Shibuya. So actually, it's a really nice weather. Magandang weather ngayon. It's bago maging mainit. So it's kinda uh, cold. Cold pa yung wind. So yeah, tapos na tayo sa commercial break. Asan na ba ako? Yeah, we went here to Japan, and then now, what I do right now is I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher at an international school. So ngayon kakatapos lang ng work ko. And our school has a lot of branches. And nanggaling ako dito sa may Shibuya branch nila. So I teach PE. Um, the kids that I teach is from 3 years old to 8 years old. And it's kind of like iba yung dynamic naman ng pagiging teacher sa Japan. And yung dynamic ng culture ng Japan is so different. I can remember um, my first ever interview for a teaching job. Uh, I was late. I was late 3 minutes. So, kasi ako, nanggaling ako sa Pilipinas, di ba? Yung 3 minutes late is nothing. I thought 3 minutes late is okay. Uh, and then, so, hindi ko makita yung places. So, I was trying to figure out kung nasan ako, and I'm so happy na 3 minutes lang ako na late. Pero pagpasok ko, when I came in and on the room, lahat ng tao nakaayos, nakaupo, and ako lang ang late. Akala ko okay lang. Tapos sinabi sa akin nung parang interviewer, my first time, hindi ko alam. I have no idea what's happening. And they told me, I don't know where country are you from, but in this country, we respect time. Sugulat ako para, 3 minutes lang naman ako na late. Pero alam mo yun, dito kasi, being late sa Japan, being late is never, ever, ever a reason. You cannot be late in Japan. You cannot be late. If your work is, let's say, 8, they expect you to arrive 15 minutes earlier. So, hindi ko alam yun. So, I kinda had to learn the hard way of learning na pinagalitan ako. Pinagalitan ako nung, nung nag-interview, and I thought that, shit, baka hindi ko na siya makuha. For sure, hindi ko na makuha yung job na to. So, actually right now, I'm at the station. Ang train ko is in 10 minutes, so we still have 10 minutes to talk. So, yun, no, like, being a teacher in Japan is really rewarding. It's completely different dynamic. I'm teaching kids, and I was never a teacher in. Hindi naman was never. I had experience teaching in the Philippines, pero alam mo yun, yung pagka sa school, ako ka student teacher, ganun lang. Hindi yung real-time teacher. So here, um, gave me an opportunity, and I enjoy it. I love it. Like working with kids is a different dynamic. Um, Generally, pag nakita mo yung mga bata, di ba, you're happy. So kids give you a positive experience, positive. You smile whenever you see kids. Yeah, yun. So I'm really grateful for my job. What currently is like helping us with the bills right now. So I'm really grateful. And then yeah, so that's my background. I'm a teacher right now, so I'm so grateful for the jobs and for all the experiences na natutunan ko doon. Kasi it helped me to become who I am right now. And then the next question of the topic is what inspired you? Asan na ba yun? What inspired you on this journey? Yes, wow, it's a really nice question. Actually, just to be direct with it, there came to a point in my life, siguro when I was 32, 33, na I know that I wanted to do something different. I know that I wanted to do something on my own. Pero hindi ko alam kung ano siya. I wanted to do something that I'm the owner. Like, let's say, siguro magkaroon ng negosyo. Pero ang problema, hindi ko alam. Hindi ko alam kung anong negosyo gagawin ko. I don't know. I have no idea. And hindi ko alam kung ano yung mga gagawin ko. Hindi ko alam kung paano ko siya sisimulan. I have nothing. And then, in my mind, I just wanted to be not an employee anymore. In my mind, nasa isip ko, ayoko na maging empleyado. Ayoko nang, ayoko na mag-clock in, ayoko na mag-clock out, ayoko na, that's the reality that I know, na ayoko nang, basically, ayoko na maging empleyado. And then, I don't want to be, I don't want to work for other people. That's the thing that I wanted, pero I don't know what are the steps na gagawin ko in order to break free from that. And then, akit na pala ako sa station. Papapasok na ako. And then, the longer I waited. And the longer I waited kung ano yung mga dapat kong gawin, the more I felt stuck. So, for a very long time, I felt stuck. I felt na yung routine, you wake up, do this, go home, do it again, do it straight 5 days, and then have the Saturday, Sunday off. So to me, it's rewarding, pero I know that I wanted more. I wanted to level up my life. I wanted to go to the next step. Ayun yung mga na-feel ko. And then, nagkaroon kami ng anak, si Zoe. Which is, I just want to say, is being a parent, being a dad, it is so rewarding. And, sobrang hirap maging magulang. Pero lahat naman ng mga magagandang bagay, hindi siya madali, di ba? So, it's rewarding. Papasok na pala ako sa train. So, wala i-document. Commercial. Let's go. Pasok tayo sa... I'm at Shibuya Station. Tapo here. Go inside. I knew I wanted more. I wanted to have, yun nga, yung sinabi ko na I have a daughter still here. Kailangan, hello? Sorry, nawawala yung connection. So yun, nung nagkaroon ako ng anak, doon na nag-change ang dynamic ng buhay namin. Nung nakita ko si Zoe, I know that I wanted, because we can see her grow up, but the thing is, we need to work. So parang sinabi ko sa sarili ko, I wanted to have freedom. I wanted to have freedom na magawa yung mga bagay na gusto kong gawin while being with my family, while being with Zoe, while being with I. So, nung time na yun, actually, ito na yung kasagutan doon sa tanong, what inspired us is because nakita siya ni I. So, my wife, she found out about this business. She found out about this amazing business from a friend. So, syempre, at first, like any other people, ako yung ako yung una nagsabi na, ano yan? I was skeptical. What is that? Ano tong negosyo na sinasabi mo? Ano tong... So, I wasn't a believer. Hindi ako naniniwala nung una na parang, kasi pag sinabi mong online, sa mga taong walang alam, walang idea, online is equivalent to like scam. Online is like, ano yan? Like, it's not considered real. But now in this day and age where like everything is online, everything is like connected to the internet. So we kinda wanted to take that chance to see what happens. And then for a very long time, I wasn't a believer. And then one day, like I just said to myself, na, bakit hindi ko subukan, di ba? Try this and let's see how it goes. And then nangyari, I watched and I attended what do you call this? I attended the mastermind. Yeah, we call it mastermind. Yeah, so it's her. Andito na pala ako sa train station. So when I saw the stories of the people, I saw regular people just like me. Mostly kasi ng mga nakita kong mga stories is they're from Canada, they're from the United States. So, all of their stories na-inspire ako kasi ang 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 nangyari is they're just regular people and they just did the work. Ginawa nila yung mga steps and then now they're experiencing immense wealth. When I say wealth, like marami akong tao nakita binibili nila yung bahay nila in cash. They're earning lucrative amount of money. They're like they don't require to work anymore. They just have the freedom because di na nila pinoproblema yung money. And then for me, that inspired me. Like, sinabi ko sa sarili ko, sinabi ko ay sinabi namin na if they did it, I will make sure na magagawa natin siya. So right now, alam ko naman na yung mga, I don't know if you guys hear me, but this is live right now. Um, na yung nakita ko na they are doing the work, yung nakita ko na yung lahat ng mga stuff na meron sila, for sure, they work hard for them. And in order for me to achieve that level, I need to change. Ayun yung sinabi ko sa sarili ko. I need to change how I think. I need to change how I approach things. So that really inspired me. Like it inspired me. It inspired me to challenge myself. It inspired me to grow as an individual. So para sa akin sabi ko, yung palang pagiging, yung palang pagpasok dito sa online business. For you to be able to achieve what they have, you need to work for it. So that's the thing. Like, ang pinaka nagustuhan ko is this business inspired me to become like better every day. So now I'm like in a mission to become better every single day. So this business also, hindi ko alam kung naririnig niyo ako. Yes, no pain, no gain. You're right, ma. No pain, no gain. So it inspired me to work hard. So itong business na to, ginawa niya sa akin ngayon is now I'm reading books. Now I'm listening to podcasts. Now I'm trying to be like them because I know like great things take time. So great things take time. And then yeah, I know that I'm still really far, but I would like to take this opportunity like itong Go Live challenge na to. This is the opportunity for me to share my journey on becoming a successful digital business owner. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, ang dami ko na nasabi. Thank you at sinamahan niyo ako in my walk now. Nandito na ako sa station. And in like 3 minutes, dadating na yung train ko and I'm gonna meet Zoe. Susunduin ko na siya. And thank you for listening, ma. And thank you for the other listener. And to the people that will watch and makakanood nito. That is my story. I hope na I can inspire you in the future or right now. And I just want to share this opportunity. Now we are in this journey together, like you guys. Uh, Makikita niyo yung progress namin na ay for this business. And great things take time. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to move the business forward. And this is stepping outside my comfort zone. This is I'm doing action, and I'm hope that it will create good results at the end. So in doing action, we'll get results. So this is a good challenge. It's actually day two, at meron pa tayong 88 days na magkikita. So this is just day two of the 90-day challenge. And thank you guys for listening. I don't know how long I've been talking, but thank you. It's just me letting out whatever my learnings and my experience in this journey on becoming a business owner. And I will see you guys again tomorrow for my day 3. Maganda rin yung topic for day 3. And yung train ko paparating na. And in Japan, you cannot use the phone inside the train. So yan lang po. Maraming salamat ulit sa pakikinig. I will see you guys again next live on my day 3 on my challenge. Sige po, maraming salamat and peace out. I'll see you guys next time. Paalam. Bye.